How to become the most charismatic person you know. Now, charisma is often associated nowadays with Gen Z as aura, right? When somebody walks into the room, the energy that people feel when they see them or when they sense that they're there. But how do we actually become a charismatic person? How do we make people feel drawn towards us? How do we become a magnetic person? Simply just by being us. We don't even have to say anything. People can sense your energy. People can feel your confidence from just looking at you, not even having to speak to you. Now, I have a presentation entirely made inside of my Datasets VIP community. That's my private community where I teach people about self-improvement and business and entrepreneurship. And I'm gonna bring you through the presentation that I built for charisma and go into it in further detail. Confidence over ego. Confidence is magnetic. People are naturally drawn to those who believe in themselves, but remain humble. Speak with certainty, but stay open to others' perspectives. Confidence without arrogance makes you approachable and trustworthy. Ego and confidence are very, very different things. And if you are looking to become a charismatic person, if people see you as egotistical, not only will you make people not enjoy talking to you, you will also repel people. And ego is a thing that people can sense. When you are confident, you are comfortable within your own skin. You feel natural. You're in a natural state. When you have ego, people can feel that you are trying to prove yourself to them. And that's not good. You don't want to be like that. You want to be comfortable. You want people to feel comfortable talking to you because they can sense that you feel comfortable within yourself. If you are a high achiever, if you are somebody who has achieved a lot of things that a lot of people will see as admirable, well then, if you're confident within yourself, you don't need the approval of others. You don't need the praise. You don't need them to be like, oh my God, and try to make them feed into what you're looking for them to give you, which is applause, recognition, and approval. You don't need that. That's confidence. That's a natural state. That's one of the best states you could possibly be in. And that is great for charisma because people will feel like they can be themselves with you and that they can sense that you're actually a good, genuine person. You're not an arrogant, egotistical person. So just being comfortable with yourself will make others feel comfortable with approaching you. That's exactly what charisma is. It's being magnetic. It's having people want to speak to you, having people wanting to approach you. That's what being a charismatic person is like. The second thing is active listening. Charismatic individuals make others feel important. Listening attentively is very important. When you engage fully in a conversation, you create deeper connections and show genuine interest, which naturally attracts people and makes them like you. People love talking about themselves. If you are talking to somebody and they give you a bit of information about the things that they've done or the person that they are, people love when other people ask them about that. Oh, I went to this place. How was that? Why did you go there? What was your favorite thing about it? How was your experience by being there? Oh, well, I used to work in this place. Really? I would have never thought that. How come you went and chose this career or this path? And what did you like about that? What didn't you like about that? Do you see yourself doing that for a couple more years? If they tell you one of the interests that they do, one of the sports that they do, or one of their hobbies, dive deeper in that. Because people like talking about what they like doing. And if you ask them to dive deeper on things that they like doing, and they like talking about the things that they like doing, well then they will like you because they like the conversation that they have with you and the way that you make them feel. And that requires no energy, none. You actively listen to the things that they say and then you just pinpoint at it. That's all. You're just listening. When I'm having conversations with people, I speak for about 20% of the time. The other 80% is them telling me about themselves. And they enjoy the conversation. And honestly, If I am interested in the person, I'm interested about the things that they do. And it's a win-win because you both enjoy the conversation. Now that's something that's important. Having good charisma is also, in my own personal opinion, surrounding yourself with people that you enjoy speaking to, being in rooms that you enjoy being in. If you're consistently speaking to people that you're not interested in, well then over an extended period of time, you won't enjoy speaking with a lot of people. You'll actually be quite turned off. Consistently pretending to be interested in things that people say when you're not interested in the person or the things that they do all of the time. Now, listen, it's completely okay to have conversations with people and when you're not interested in the things that they're saying. That's just being a good human being. When you do it for an extended period of time and you're consistently being exposed to an environment where you're not interested in any of the people or the things that they do, it will affect you and your energy, and that will heavily affect your charisma because you won't seem approachable. Because subconsciously in the back of your mind, if you feel like you're putting yourselves in position to where you're having conversations with people where you won't enjoy the conversation, you will give off that energy and people will not approach you. And that will affect you when you are in environments with people that you would like to speak to. So make sure you're surrounding yourself in good environments and surrounding yourself with people that you are actually interested in, that you don't want anything off of. The third thing is mastering body language. Your body language can either invite or repel others. Open posture, eye contact, and smiling radiate warmth and make you more approachable. People read your body before your words, so be conscious of what you're projecting. That is exactly what I was talking about at the end of the previous point. Having open body language will completely change your life. Now this goes a lot deeper, big pause, than a lot of people think. I was listening to a podcast a good while ago. It was one of my favorite podcasts. It was on the Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett and Vanessa Van Edwards. And she was talking about the dating life. She was talking about how to be more approachable when you're in open settings, right? In public areas. One small detail makes a drastic difference and makes you far more approachable. And all that was taking up more space, right? This is more of a masculine frame. If you're closed in here, you can see the energy difference, right? It's a difference between confident and unconfident. You're taking up as little space as you want. You don't want to affect other people. Whereas when you're open, you have good posture, you're spread out. That's why they call it the man spread. You come across as more masculine and more inviting for people to approach you. Another thing, direction. When you are turned and looking out or looking at the person that you're speaking to, they feel good because they feel like you're more interested. Imagine I was having a conversation with you right now and I'm like this. Yeah, really, yeah. You can tell that all of my attention isn't drawn towards you. That I'm not really involved in the conversation and I probably don't really want to be here. Having good body language communicates far more than communication in itself. And humans communicate without even speaking. We can sense what other people are feeling. If somebody is having a conversation and they lean in and turn their head, leaving their ear out, you can tell this person is trying to take in as much information as they can. If they're nodding at the same time, that means they're comprehending and interpreting exactly what you're saying, or they're agreeing. But this person is clearly listening to you. These are great symbols of good body language. Chest out, chin up, back straight, open body language, open posture. These are great body positionings for having good charisma. The fourth thing is being present in the moment. Being fully present is a rare and powerful quality. When you give someone your undivided attention, you create a sense of importance and appreciation. People gravitate towards those who make them feel valued. Again, this goes back to the previous point. Having a sense of presence when you're talking to somebody, giving them your full divided attention, makes them feel important. People love speaking to people that make them feel important. Why? Because they feel understood. They feel that you appreciate their time and who they are for themselves. Again, If me and you are having a conversation and I'm holding my water bottle, we're talking, we're in the gym, and I'm just talking to you like this, yeah. You can clearly sense my energy that I'm just trying to leave. I'm gonna go do my next set, that I don't really want to be involved in this conversation. Whereas if I'm sitting here, I have my bottle of water, and I put my bottle of water down, I'm giving you my full attention. I'm sitting up, I'm listening to you, my ears out, I'm listening, shaking my head. The energy is completely bright and day. You can sense that energy. Being present with the person that you're speaking to changes everything. And you know what's amazing about that? Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the conversation. Don't feel like you have to pretend all of the time. Find things that you enjoy. If somebody is telling you things that they're interested in, do you know what's great? Find things that you're interested in and ask them if they're interested in it. Why does nobody do that? You should do that more often. Be different. Ask them, oh, well, I'm interested in this thing. Are you interested in this thing also, or this thing, or this thing? If one topic is shared, is mutual, with mutual interest, the conversation and the energy just skyrockets because both of you like that same thing. And then you can actively listen and make them feel important because the energy is reciprocated. And then you can do all of that stuff. You can actively listen, you'll have good open posture. Subconsciously you'll do this because you're interested in it. Try to enjoy the conversation. Don't just sit there and let the other person blab on about whatever it is if you're not going to also enjoy the conversation. Find things in common interests that both of you like so then you both can enjoy it. Because if you are sitting there and you're not enjoying the conversation, well then you're doing both you and the person that you're having a conversation with a disservice. Because they can tell that you don't like the conversation, and if they can tell that you don't like the conversation, well then they won't like having a conversation with you because they can sense that you don't like the conversation. So no one fucking likes the conversation now, and we're wasting time, and then that just gives off bad aura or bad charisma. Find common interests. That's another point within itself. I'm just giving that as an extra thing. And the last point, but definitely not least, is develop emotional intelligence. Understanding and managing both your emotions and those of others is critical for building rapport. Emotional intelligence helps you navigate social dynamics, making people feel comfortable and understood. Key traits of a charismatic personality. In other words, understand and reciprocate energy. If you are a bubbly person and somebody's telling you about their dead granddad or their dead nanny or auntie or their dog just died, and you're sitting there, yeah, oh really, yeah, no way, oh well that's crazy, well when's the funeral? The other person's gonna be like, what the fuck? What's wrong with this person? Understand the energy and just reading the room. If somebody is telling you a sad story, well then lower your tone and reciprocate the energy with that person. This is emotional intelligence. If somebody is trying to tell you good information, well then come across as a good listener, a good person, a bubbly person. Be happy for the other person. Imagine I told you, oh yeah, well I got that job. I'm fulfilling my career, I'm traveling the world, I'm doing this thing, and I'm so unbelievably happy. It doesn't feel real. Life is so amazing right now. I'm so happy. Things are finally starting to go my way. And you sat there and you went, oh yeah, that's great. That's really good. I'm really happy for you. Obviously, you're gonna feel like that other person isn't that happy for you. Whereas if you are an emotionally intelligent person, you'll be able to reciprocate that energy. No way, really? Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. That's the same thing, the same sentence, but just with complete different energy. Reciprocate other people's energy and they will feel like you are their person and they will feel understood. But the main thing that I want you all to understand from this video is that charisma is a skill set. It is not something that people are born with. You develop charisma. That's simply how it is. You learn it like anything else. And that's what I feel like is holding most people back. It's like, oh, I can't approach this person, or I just don't want to go anywhere because I just feel really bad about myself, and I look like this and I talk like this. I don't like my own voice. I don't like the way I look. I'm just uncomfortable within my own skin, and I just think like people will not enjoy talking to me, and there's a burden. I feel like a lot of people have that, and I want you to all understand that I was never a fully charismatic person. I'm comfortable within my own skin now. I'm confident. I feel like I can have a great conversation with absolutely anybody, and I'm a very approachable person. But I was never always like that until I flipped my mindset and thought to myself, I can actually become anybody that I say that I will be. And a great line from Alex Hormozy is when he speaks about confidence, he says, you don't build confidence by screaming affirmations at yourself in the mirror, but by stacking undeniable proof that you are the person that you say that you are. That's it. It's all reps. It's volume. Going up to this person, putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, being in environments that before you wouldn't be comfortable with being in because you would have felt awkward in the past. Exposure. It's just reps over time, and slowly but surely you will stack up reps. There you go. I'm confident. I've achieved true and proper charisma. I feel good about myself and I'm confident. I feel like I can make other people feel good to want to talk to me. I feel like when I have conversations with people, they'll feel good after it. That's what you want. You want people to feel good about being in your presence. When you're in an environment, you elevate and increase the frequency of the room. You make other people feel good. That's an amazing skill set to have. Because if you're a good human, you will feel good when other people feel good. And you will also feel extra good when you make other people feel good because of you. And man, is that an amazing feeling to have. And it's all done by skill. Just taking the reps. I have a very close friend of mine who was not confident with talking to women. He wouldn't want to go out in social places. He wouldn't want to even take his t-shirt off. And then we just consistently exposed him into environments to where he was out of his comfort zone. And slowly but surely, he's changed his life. He's speaking to a lot of women now. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. But he's talking to a lot of women now and he feels good about himself. And even when I'm speaking to him, and I'm not a woman, I enjoy talking to him more because he's confident within himself and he has great charisma. And that was all through reps. He went from down here to up here, and now other people will approach him and give him compliments of how good that he makes them feel and how easily approachable he is. Charisma is a skill and you can learn it no matter where you are, no matter what you do. It's just being uncomfortable, finding out what exactly you're uncomfortable with and exposing yourself and learning and consistently getting uncomfortable, so then the uncomfortable will eventually become comfortable because you are so used to being there. Now, if you're really serious about charisma and understanding it, I made a video just a year ago. It was my first ever YouTube video, and it was on this very specific topic on how to become more charismatic. And you can definitely sense and feel the difference in energy between myself now in this video and back then a year ago. If you're really interested in it, I'll attach it to this video and you can have a look for it yourself. And you can see how reps and consistent exposure will completely change your life, and always having the ambition to learn. If you want to access more information with charisma, I have a full presentation on it inside of the Datasets VIP community. That's my private community for people who are entrepreneurs or the self-improvers, of people trying to become the best version of themselves. If you're interested in joining that community, I'll attach it in the link below, and I hope you found this valuable, and I'll see you all in the next one.